Hello and welcome to Clinton High School in Clinton, Mississippi, the site of this season's soccer state championships here in the state of Mississippi. I'm Graham Doty, joined by my partner, the former coach, Andy Kivlin. And this matchup will feature Our Lady Academy versus the Clarkdale Bulldogs, just underway here. As you can see, it's been a very cold and rainy day so far. And Coach, you're kind of joking a little bit earlier. This is the kind of weather today where you said you're kind of glad you're done with the coaching.
Yeah, that's right. It's I guess I got too old for all that. The body just didn't bounce back as quickly as it used to. We've got two teams right here. One team, Our Lady Academy, is a regular here at the state championships. Clarkdale, newcomer. So it should be an interesting matchup.
Absolutely. Clarkdale is the team in maroon that you see there, but they're having to play defense early in this contest. Clarkdale 12-1-2 overall this season. They're led by head coach Lee Castleberry. So far this season, they have outscored their opponents 58-16. Their only loss this season came against Greene County all the way back in December. Now for Our Lady Academy, who's pushing it here and threatening.
Offside call.
There's an offside call, the first one this afternoon. But for Our Lady Academy, they're 18-3-3 coming into this championship game. They're led by their head coach, Andy Thornton. They're, as Coach said, no stranger to this game at all. This is their fourth year in a row to make it to the state championship game, which they won last year.
Yeah, OLA's already collected 9 championship trophies. They're going for number 10 here today.
And Coach, we kind of talked about it earlier. Just this is a turf field, and you said that makes it faster in general. But add the rain on top of that, that's going to make it even more faster.
Right. It slicks it up, and like I was saying earlier, the keepers have to be especially diligent.
There's a shot.
The shot
on
just
goal
wide.
Already, just a little bit wide to the right. So that was the first shot we've had so far this afternoon. And Clarkdale will boot it away. Sky-high kick up in the air.
No mistake back there in the defensive third of the field, but they came back on it.
So, Coach, what is the strategy today just with the weather conditions and the playing conditions as we're about to get another shot on goal? There's a kick and a goal already.
That's goal.
And out of the gates already doesn't take Our Lady very long at all, just 4 minutes in or so, and they're already on the board, whether Clarkdale.
A lot of pressure by the Crescents. That's OLA is in white. A lot of pressure up there. Little mistake in the defensive third by Clarkdale led to that last score. Again, the conditions are not favorable, but like I've always told my teams, everyone's playing in the same conditions, so I don't think it favors one or the other, especially when you're playing on turf and it's not muddy and you start playing on a muddy field. That'll slow down a fast team and a finesse team. It'll take their game away. So the turf is kind of an equalizer.
The ball rolls out of bounds, and Our Lady will throw it back in play. Said earlier, Our Lady Academy, no strangers to this game. They've outscored their opponents this season 107-20, and they have played 13 playoff teams this season during the regular season. So they play a lot of stiff competition. And in order to be the best, you gotta
play the best. That's right, and that's a no-brainer there. Your team's not gonna get any better if you don't play tough competition.
There's Tiffany Jones, who leads this Our Lady Academy team in goals this season. Just a freshman coach, and she's got 24 goals.
Yeah, that's they've been known for having some young talent.
There's another shot on goal. Nice save.
Nice save by the keeper. There were two OLA girls on the back post, so it was, that was key for that keeper to get to that ball right there.
Ball goes out of bounds as well, so Our Lady Academy will throw it back in play. And really, so far early in this game, Our Lady has been the one kind of threatening and putting the shots on goal.
They've pretty much dominated so far in this first half. And it looks like they're trying to get that ball up to the two girls up top. They're trying to play some long ball up to the forwards. Who scored that first goal?
Clarkdale will throw it back in play. They've been playing defense the majority of this contest so far on a cold and rainy afternoon here at Clinton High School in Clinton, Mississippi.
And those early goals can kind of deflate a team, especially one that hasn't been to the finals before. You give up an early goal, takes a lot of wind out of your sails.
You see Bounds battling for the ball for Clarkdale. She got it poked away from her. And Clarkdale still playing defense. They were down early in this contest. They were able to get a couple of shots on goal, but they've been playing defense most of this first half so far. But for this Clarkdale team, they're a very, very young team. Their leading scorer is Kayla Phillips. She's a junior. She's led them with 16 goals this season. This is a Clarkdale team. They have played 4 playoff teams during the regular season this year. And as I said, their only loss was to Greene County, who did go to the playoffs. That loss came all the way back in December, so it's been a while since they have experienced defeat.
Right.
Here's another hold-up for Our Lady Academy. Puts a shot on goal, goes a little bit wide to the left, and might roll all the way out of bounds in the left corner. And the goalkeeper will just tap it out of bounds. Smart play by her.
Right. Unless she could have shielded it, but that's okay. One thing about this field, as wide as it is, at least out of bounds, it takes a lot of time off the clock when players have to run the balls down.
So compared to a regular soccer field, how much different is it than playing right here on a football field? It's a little bit bigger, isn't it?
No, not necessarily. It depends upon how they built the field. If they've got enough room with the bleachers pushed back, you can get a good-sized soccer field in there. What hinders a lot of fields that some of these older schools play on, they were built strictly for football, and the bleachers are right up on top of the field, and you can't push it out as wide as you'd like to. What I was talking about was the width out of bounds with the track right there.
There's a nasty collision between Rimmer and Gower. The ball rolls out of bounds. It will continue to be Our Lady Academy possession.
Got a sub coming in now. Looks like they're taking Jones out.
So their leading scorer will take a breather as Lee throws it in for the Crescents. Crescent's in good field position, and the ball will roll out of bounds in the right corner.
Be a corner kick on that.
So what's the strategy? What do you want to accomplish when you have a corner kick like this early in the contest?
Well, what I like to tell what I had told my players is I like to go for the corner of the 6 on the far post, right where that girl's standing with her hands on her hips. Is an ideal place because it's behind the keeper. If you can get ahead on the ball right there.
So Lee kicks it for the Crescents and hits the side of the net, and Clarkdale will kick it away. So it was the first corner kick we've had this afternoon, but unfortunately hits the net, the side of the net for Our Lady Academy. We had an early goal about 4 minutes into this contest by the Crescents, and they've been dominating so far early in this first half. They're threatening again right here. There's a cross to the middle of the field, a shot on goal, and it is kicked around. Our Lady Academy still trying to poke it in there. Cleared out briefly. Now we could get another shot on goal here.
Good hustle by the keeper on that play. Now they're trying to set back up.
So nice defense.
We got an offsides call.
Nice defense by Clarkdale there. Able to stay strong and looked like they were going to get another goal against them right there, but nice defense.
It was very close, very close. If somebody could have got a foot on there.
Clarkdale High School, located in Meridian, Mississippi. Our Lady Academy in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. The Bulldogs booted away a nice kick, rolling all the way on the other end of the field and goes out of bounds. It'll be Crescents will throw it in. So the Crescents trying to at least get some more shots on goal here. And there's a whistle blown. And it looks like Clarkdale will boot it away here. Said earlier, Clarkdale 12-1-2 overall this season. Outscored their opponents 58-16 this season. They will indeed kick it away here. Nice kick by Castleberry. And Our Lady Academy again threatening, trying to float it on the other way to Hoda. Poked around. And now
we got offsides there again.
Rimmer, but offsides.
Looks like Clarkdale was pulling their defense up a little bit, catching OLA in the offside position.
So Clarkdale will again kick it away. Our Lady Academy, their only losses this season came to Gulfport, who's playing for the 5A state championship. Biloxi and Ridgeland, all three of those teams made the playoffs this season. Ball goes out of bounds on the very far side of the field, and Clarkdale will throw it in. Bounds will throw it in for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs trying to get something going on offense right here. On the very far side of the field, ball rolls out of bounds again, and it will continue to remain with the Bulldogs, rather they say the Crescents. So Crescents got an early goal about 4 minutes in this contest, but here come the Bulldogs. Leave one ahead, but here comes the goalkeeper for the Crescents. Nice job by her to come out. Savannah Lacoste.
She's a junior.
And again, kick it right back to her, and she'll scoop it up and kick it away for the Crescents. So, Coach, finally we've seen Clarkdale kind of come alive here on offense.
They're making a little push right here. It's good to see that.
Cleared out of the area by Our Lady Academy on the other end. Can they convert? Remember, their leading scorer, Jones, went out. But here's a nice opportunity here and a nice save by the goalkeeper. That's her second pretty nice save here in the past couple minutes.
Right. The OLA fans were looking for a foul right there in the box, but referee waved it off.
And Clarkdale again on the attack, trying to tie this game at 1. Fourth time in a row.
I got some numbers here.
Saying fourth time in a row that Our Lady Academy has played in this game. They won this last year, and they're on the thread again.
And
offsides over
again.
The middle, and another offsides. That's about the third or fourth time we've seen that in the first half.
Yeah. The OLA seems to be they're pushing up real hard, and they're getting behind the defense before the ball is played, which is causing the offsides calls.
And Clarkdale will again kick it away. There's a sky-high kick around midfield. Poked around, cleared out of the area. Clarkdale trying to tie this game at 1, trying to go ahead, trying to lead it, but it's scooped up again by Savannah Lacoste for Our Lady Academy. Another nice sky-high kick all the way into other territory for Our Lady Academy. Can they convert? Let's see. Ball's kicked out of bounds on the far left corner.
That'll be another corner for OLA on the other side.
And remember, in the earlier Our Lady Academy had another opportunity for a corner kick. They couldn't convert as they actually kicked it on the side of the net. Let's see what they try to do here.
This ought to be a little bit better for them right here. She'll probably be kicking with her right foot, which will be what they call an in-swinger. So coming from that side might be a little bit different for them. Got a couple more subs coming in.
Their leading scorer,
looks like
Tiffany
Jones is coming back in.
Kick it right around the middle, and it's poked out of bounds again.
For another corner.
So still tries the same philosophy here as the last corner kick.
I'm not sure where. Get some air under it, and then try and see it's coming real low. Got to take a one-touch shot on that. Can't let that ball bounce in that box.
Our Lady Academy trying to convert, and again the ball rolls out of bounds on the near side. Rittner will throw it in for the Crescents. Trying to get it to Jones, the leading scorer on this Our Lady Academy team. Crosses it over the middle. There's another shot on goal.
Good
nice
stop by the keeper.
Save by the keeper. Unbelievable play.
Well done by the keeper.
And Jones again going after it on the near side. She keeps it in play. Trying to get it to Rittner, and the ball's poked around and rolls out of bounds. And Our Lady Academy will throw it in. Get it to the middle of the field. It's cleared out briefly. Here come the Bulldogs. And the ball rolls out of bounds on the far side of the field. So about 3 times today, the goalkeeper for Clarkdale has been fantastic. A nice diving save there.
Yeah, she came up big that time. That could have been tough on Clarkdale right there.
It's Molly McLeod. She's got 17 saves coming into
the game. She may have 17 more coming out.
That's right. The way she's been playing so far this afternoon.
So OLA using a lot of their subs, and which is good. Rest up the starters, give them a 5-10 minute break, and then get them back in the game.
Do you kind of change it differently with the way the weather is today? How you manage your subs?
Yeah. It all depends upon the weather. Whether it's hot. We start playing in November, and sometimes you get some games that are pretty hot, and
nice defense by the Crescents, kind of cleared out briefly.
Many times when it gets real cold, a lot of teams nowadays have heaters on the sidelines, and you get the kids off there, let them stick their feet up by, because after a while they lose feeling in their toes. And
not fun. You were saying earlier you guys were supposed to play Oxford High School last year, but couldn't quite do so because that's when it snowed 9 inches around Mississippi.
Up in Oxford. We didn't play until the Thursday before the championship game, and that was at noon, and it was sleeting then. But we had to get the game in.
So Our Lady Academy, they scored the first and only goal of the game so far, and it came within 4 minutes. But Clarkdale trying to tie this game, and they've been able to get more going offensively here.
They have.
As of late.
They have.
There's a stoppage in play briefly as the Bulldogs make a substitution.
Their keeper has kept them in the game.
As Ware checks in for the Bulldogs. Katie Ware, she is a senior. One of 9 seniors on this Clarkdale team. Here comes Jones again, shot on goal, and another nice save by the goalkeeper for the Bulldogs. That's about her 5th one this afternoon.
Yeah. She had to get that ball on her right foot. Didn't quite put a lot behind it, but it was on frame.
Sky-high kick by the Bulldogs. Can they convert on their nice effort this afternoon so far by their goalkeeper? Ball again rolls out of bounds on the far side of the field. So there's a pretty good crowd here. When we rolled in here, the school's still going on.
Right.
Heard the bell ring and all that. The ball rolls out of bounds again on the far side of the field. But it's been raining pretty much all day.
Mm-hmm. And that's one good thing about moving the games over to a turf field. back in '04, we played over at Pearl before they had a turf field, and it was just mud, just complete mud, and it wasn't conducive to a good game. I mean, it turned out good for us. We won, but
that would be tough, though, having to deal with mud, and you don't want anybody to get injured.
Right. And, they were kicking the ball, and the ball would just land and stop.
So the Crescents on the attack again. On the near side of the field, that's Hoda trying to keep it in play, and she's can't quite do so, and the Bulldogs will throw it in here. Throwing it in, that's Weir, who just checked in for Clarkdale. Katie Weir, she does have 3 goals this season. Ball goes out of bounds right in front of the Clarkdale bench, or rather the Crescent's bench there. I'll throw it in play. Another shot, and McLeod is able to cradle it for
a little bit of a collision there.
Bulldogs.
I think a warning for the OLA player right there for running into the keeper. Referee felt like she could have stopped before she got to her.
So the Bulldogs trying to tie this game at 1, as the Crescents were able to score the only goal of this contest so far in the first 4 minutes. Our Lady Academy trying to win back-to-back state titles. This is the 4th year in a row they played in this game. Here come the Bulldogs. Can they convert? Nice save by the goalkeeper for Our Lady Academy, Savannah Lacoste. She'll kick it away for the Crescents around midfield. Cleared out again. On the far side of the field, Bulldogs try to kick it out of bounds, and they do. So Our Lady Academy will throw it in. Rather, looks like
looks like Clarkdale.
Clarkdale will throw it in. Nice header. Rolls out of bounds again. Clarkdale will throw it in. So this Clarkdale team, 12-1-2 overall. Head coach Lee Castleberry said earlier, outscored their opponents 58-16. There's another slow roller to the goalkeeper. She bends down on one knee and will scoop it up. McLeod again will kick it away, this time on the near side, and the ball hops out of bounds. Crescent's trying to get something going on offense here.
Clarkdale's pretty much equalized this game as far as possession and attack. Where OLA was pretty much dominant in the first few minutes.
If you look at both of these teams, they have a ton of young players. For Clarkdale, they have 10 underclassmen, 5 sophomores, 5 freshmen. They also have 3 8th graders on the team. And for Our Lady Academy, 5 sophomores, 10 freshmen, and also 2 8th graders and 1 7th grader. So the future is certainly bright for both of these programs.
Right. There's only 4 seniors on OLA's roster. Graduation won't hurt them, as bad as you look at Clarkdale. They've got 9 seniors, so that's a big difference right there.
And for Our Lady Academy, their leading scorers, we said Tiffany Jones. She is just a freshman with 24 goals this season. Ball's kicked out of bounds on the near side.
One thing about Clarkdale, the defense comes up fast. Those transition balls coming back, catching a lot of the OLA girls in the offside position.
So the only goal of this game so far came 4 minutes in by Our Lady Academy. Here come Clarkdale on the move. It's a shot leading it for teammates and scooped up by Our Lady Academy.
Probably could have been a little bit more patient on that one rather than just putting it in on the goal, waiting, maybe taking a touch or two, and then challenging the keeper a little bit more.
Slow roller out of bounds. Our Lady Academy will throw it in. So both goalkeepers so far, despite the weather conditions, they've been playing outstanding.
They have no miscues on their part.
There you hear the bell in the background. School's about to get out here on side of Clinton High School in Clinton, Mississippi. What's been a cold and rainy day all day. There's an opportunity
Dangerous
for the
play
Crescents.
here.
A lob for the goal, and it just goes over and out of bounds. There's a nice opportunity there for the Crescents. They just couldn't convert.
It was the keeper for Clarkdale came off her line pretty hard, and OLA girl got to it first and tried to chip it over her head. Didn't quite make it.
And the Bulldogs will kick it away here. Bulldogs are in the maroon jerseys, going from right to left. Our Lady Academy in those white jerseys are going from left to right as the ball again goes out of bounds. The Bulldogs will again throw it in play. Around midfield. In a Bulldogs territory, there's a whistle, and it goes against Clarkdale.
Foul on the play, a little bumping right there. That's going to happen.
Been a relatively clean game so far. Haven't really had a lot of whistles blown against either team.
No, not at all.
At Our Lady Academy, can they convert right here?
Probably looking at the ball going over the top and attacking on it.
You said it. They try to go, and it bounces right to the goalkeeper again. Molly McLeod. She's just a sophomore playing lights out this afternoon. Crescents will throw it in, goes out of bounds once again. Crescents trying to win back-to-back state titles. 4 years in a row they have played in this game. On the far side of the field. This is a team they've outscored their opponents 107-20.
That's pretty impressive. That's like 5-1.
Trying to get it in the middle
Cleared
of the field.
out by Clarkdale. Clarkdale's a little run on the ball here.
Can they convert? Down by a goal, trying to cross to the middle of the field. Ricochets off.
Not enough support by the midfield. Midfield was lagging back there, but a good attack right there. Had number 25, Kayla Phillips, their leading scorer, got a hold of the ball and tried to cross it over. Clarkdale needs to try and get a little bit more help for their forwards using their midfielders.
There's a shot toward the middle of the field, and it rolls out of bounds. Nice aggressive play, though, the past couple minutes by the Bulldogs.
It has been. It's good to see.
So about to hit the 12-minute mark here at Clinton High School. Only goal of the game came 4 minutes into this contest. And is there a certain point in the game where you try to attack specifically as you get under the 10-minute mark here?
Not necessarily. It's pretty much remains the same. You might try using some subs at this point. Get them in now and let your starters rest for about 4 or 5 minutes and get them right back in it towards the end of the half and make a pretty good push right there right before halftime, because then they'll have another, of course, 10-minute rest. So about between the 15 and 10-minute mark, you want to try and get some subs in there to give your starters a break.
Ball goes out of bounds almost all the way to the concession stands here.
Right.
Bounds had a long way to run just to get that ball. But here's a nice opportunity here for the Bulldogs. Let's see
Deep
if
in
they can
OLA's
capitalize.
territory. Let's see if they can convert on this throw.
That's weird, throwing it in. Nice header by the Crescents. Ball's batted around. Crescent's trying to clear it out. Save back in play by Bounds.
Good tackle right there.
All the way in the left corner goes out. And Our Lady Academy will throw it in. Again goes out of bounds. This time, Hoda will throw it. Rather, they give it back to Clarkdale, so Weir will throw it in. Trying to get it towards the middle of the field. Crescent's trying to clear it out. Really, for the first time, Clarkdale's been on the move here offensively, and right when I say that, here comes the Crescents trying to get it to Jones. And the 6th time this afternoon, the Crescents are called for offsides. Trying to get it to Tiffany Jones, the talented freshman.
I know you're getting that situation right there. Those forwards have to put their head on a swivel to make sure that they're behind the defender and they're not caught in that offside position.
Weir for the Bulldogs, battling with Lee there, goes all the way to the other side of the field. Nice diving play there on the far side of the field by the Bulldogs as the ball goes out of bounds. They will again throw it in play. Under 10 minutes to play here at Clinton High School. Only goal came 4 minutes into the contest by Our Lady Academy. Our Lady Academy having to play some tough defense here as of late with the Bulldogs on the move. Here's another whistle. The players shaking up down on the ground for Clarkdale High School. Yeah, looks like it might be her wrist. That's Castleberry. Hopefully she's okay.
Stop the clock on that.
Looks like it might be her right wrist. And the trainers and the coaches will come out for the Bulldogs. Said earlier, it's been a pretty clean game. Not a lot of whistles blown. Not any injuries so far.
And this one doesn't look like it's too severe, too serious. But anytime coach comes out on the field, player has to be subbed off.
Right. So Castleberry will check out for Clarkdale, and Harwell will check in for the first time today.
Another attack right here.
Sophomore.
Another attempt at a chip, and the keeper came out, made a nice stop.
And Tiffany Jones again kicks it out of bounds, and Clarkdale will throw it back in. So both goalkeepers have been fantastic.
Yeah, that was a good stop by the Clarkdale keeper right there. It looks like she may have taken a knee or maybe even a cleat, but she came up. She's good to go.
That's Molly McLeod talking to the officials as well. Hopefully she's okay. So that's about the 6th or 7th time she's made some pretty nice plays today.
Yeah, she's doing a bang-up job in that goal.
A couple of diving attempts as they're looking at her. Looks like her right hand. Might just be her glove.
Those are glasses.
Oh, you got to have those, especially if you're the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Can't afford to lose your glasses. She cleans them off. Don't put her gloves back on.
Yeah, she could be like me. My wife complains all the time. I get those glasses from Sam's, and I got about 5-6 pairs all around the house.
It'd be tough to be a goalkeeper that wears glasses on a rainy day like today.
Exactly.
It'd be tough to keep those glasses clean. I played football growing up, and I wore glasses, and I would come home after a game, and they just be all over the place. Under 8 minutes to play here at Clinton High School. Our Lady Academy out in front. Scored the only goal in this contest so far. 4 minutes in. They're trying to win back-to-back state titles. Been a cold and rainy day. See all the fans there standing up, everybody with umbrellas. Not a dry seat in the house. Crescents again on the attack. Ball goes out of bounds. Tiffany Jones will throw it in play, trying to get to the middle of the field. And there's a nice shot on goal. Just goes sailing over the goal.
About 22 yards out.
Goal kick coming up here for Clarkdale.
Tell you what, a goal right here with 7 minutes to go in the game could be key for either side. Clarkdale to tie it up, or OLA to go up 2.
A whistle right around midfield, and the Bulldogs will kick it away here.
Referee must have seen something there.
Kind of get a sense of urgency here by Clarkdale as they try to tie this game up as the ball goes out of bounds, and Our Lady Academy will kick it away here. Said earlier, Clarkdale High School in Meridian, Mississippi, they played 4 playoff teams in the regular season. They tied 2 of those. They beat Choctaw Central 2-0, and their only loss this season came against Greene County. That was back in December. They're again on the move. Ball's kicked out of bounds on the far side of the field, and Our Lady Academy will throw it in play here. Looks like the rain's starting to pick up even more. It has not let up this afternoon.
The reports say it's supposed to get worse, even worse tomorrow, so that ought to be interesting.
But you said it. Thank goodness this is an AstroTurf field. Because with grass, with everybody running around on it in the rain.
Right. Two games tonight. Field would be torn up, and teams coming in tomorrow for 6 more.
6 games, yeah, that's a recipe for disaster if it would be a grass playing field. Ball again goes out of bounds on the far side of the field. Crescents will throw it in play.
The road to the playoffs, Clarkdale or South Pontotoc, they beat 3-1.
Here's a chance for the Crescents. This is Jones, crosses it over the middle of the field, cleared out by the Bulldogs.
Defender had the keeper's back. Keeper came out, didn't get to the ball, but there was a defender there to help her out.
And quickly, Crescents again on the attack. Jones tries to get it around the middle of the field, but kicks it out of bounds.
And Clarkdale beat South Pontotoc 3-1, then St. Joe Greenville 5-1, and then in the North State Finals, McLaurin, they beat them 5-1. OLA's first round game was a 13-0 score, followed by beating Sacred Heart 5-0. St. Andrews 5-0, and then 3-1 game against Sacred Heart out of Hattiesburg.
Another whistle and a foul against Clarkdale High School. And another good opportunity here, Coach, coming up here for Our Lady Academy.
Right. You'll probably see Clarkdale holding their 18-yard line right there, which they are.
Here we go. A high arcing shot in the back of the goal. Tip. Shot again. Ricochets off the top of the bar.
Off the bar. Went off the crossbar, the football crossbar. But not as much as we bragged on her today. The keeper for Clarkdale just slapped the ball down right at the feet of an OLA girl.
So the Bulldogs catch a big break there. Looked like it was still in play, but you're right, it hit the football crossbar. There's about, a foot, maybe 2 in between the soccer crossbar and the crossbar for the field goal post.
Right.
And it hit the top of that field goal
Ball
post.
Stolen at midfield by Clarkdale.
A nice
got a
sliding
tackle right
play.
there. Came in from behind. I think we got a card coming out this time.
That's
we've got a yellow card on OLA. And we was number 19, Blake Stefano. She came in from behind and really didn't get ball. So I can't argue with the referee on that call.
So 3:35 remaining in the first half. Only goal came 4 minutes in by the Crescents. Bulldogs trying to get on the board here. They've had some opportunities, but both goalkeepers have been phenomenal.
Another foul.
Another whistle on a foul.
Another foul on OLA right there.
They don't like the call
About 25 yards out.
That's Hutcherson that went down for the Bulldogs. Haley Hutcherson, she's just an 8th grader. She has 8 goals this season. That's 3rd most on the team. But kicking it away here will be Phillips. Shoots it for the goal in the back of the goal, off the top of the goalpost.
Right off the crossbar. Nice kick.
How close was that?
That was real close. Real close.
Nice
shot. Like I said, 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. That could have been key for Clarkdale. Get themselves psychologically back into this ball game. They've been fighting hard on the field, holding it to 1-0.
Absolutely. That was Kayla Phillips, the leading scorer.
Just kind of curved that ball back in. Just couldn't get it under the crossbar.
And Our Lady Academy will again kick it away. Try to get it back in Bulldogs territory. It's kicked out of bounds off of Clarkdale High School. And here come the Crescents. Jones, the leading scorer for the Bulldogs, tries to cross it towards the middle of the field. She does find her teammate Lee, leads it ahead to a couple of her teammates.
Ball right
and Molly
there with the
McLeod
keepers
will
out to
scoop
get
it
it.
up. So last time, Coach, you said McLeod kind of just batted the ball down with her hands. That time, nice job of just picking it up and kicking it away.
Right. You've got to when you get a ball like that, you've got to punch it out, clear it out of danger, get it away, get it out of your 6-yard box at least. You can't slap it right down there because you can see the OLA followed up on the free kick and was right there to put it away. Just didn't take advantage of their opportunity.
So again, here we go for the Crescents. Can they capitalize? Trying to go toward the middle of the field. Bulldogs just trying to clear it out.
Any what?
Nice chest trap.
Oh, okay.
By Lawhead. Cross to the middle of the field to Jones. Couldn't quite get it. Trying to regain her feet. She crosses it and it hits the
goes out of bounds.
Right upright of that football goalpost. Goes out of bounds. So Molly McLeod will put it down on the ground for her teammate to kick it away. That's Dupree. That'll kick it away for the Bulldogs. So late in the first half here, the Crescents have been on the attack here, trying to get even more shots on goal. And the Bulldogs just trying to clear it out. Cross to the middle of the field, trying to get it to Jones. Jones has room on the right side. Try to cross it, she just missed it. Tipped around, goes out of bounds on the right corner.
Foul on OLA right there. Probably a little jersey tugging. I can't really tell. The rain's obscuring our view up here also.
At least we can say we're nice and dry though, not sitting outside when it's cold and rainy.
I've done that one few too many times.
What's the worst weather game you've had to coach in?
Probably playing a South State game against Laurel. I think in maybe 04, I think. Rain was coming down sideways. It was cold. It was miserable. And it's just got to be one of the worst games I've played in as far weather-wise.
I asked you earlier, I said, how many championships did you win? 7, and you ended up saying you won 8. That's unbelievable.
It was just 6 as a head coach.
Jones again tried to cross it to the middle of the field. Nice opportunity there. Tried to get it to Gollett. Went all the way to the left corner, cross to the middle of the field.
That's
a header
right
in the
there.
Goal. What a play by the Crescents.
Looks like it was number 4, Ashley Hoda. Ball was put across, went over the keeper's outstretched hands, and Hoda was there to put it away on the back post. That's where you'll find a lot of goals come from. It gets past the keeper. If you got somebody attacking that far post away from the ball, it's pretty easy to put it away.
So the Crescent score 4 minutes in. Their second goal comes as the first half almost comes to a close.
Halftime right now.
Halftime.
So OLA.
So good first half overall between both of these teams. Had an early goal by the Crescents and then a very late goal. But overall, despite the weather conditions, was a great first half.
It was a good first half. It started out OLA dominating Clarkdale and scoring early. Looked like it could have turned ugly, but Clarkdale came back in and had some opportunities, took some chances, and pushed OLA to their limit back there. OLA just happened to have a good play right there at the end to score another goal. So it's been a pretty even game overall, possession-wise. But OLA's just happened to take advantage of their opportunities.
So halftime here at Clinton High School in Clinton, Mississippi, and Our Lady Academy out in front of the Clarkdale High School Bulldogs 2-0. And what's been a cold and a rainy afternoon here in Clinton, and you see really not a lot of room for either of these teams to go. Still the Our Lady Academy team is out on the field during halftime in the pouring down rain.
Yeah. I'm not sure about I'd always like to go into a locker room, especially in weather like this, at least try and get the kids' bodies back, get their body temperature back to normal. I see Clarkdale's headed to their locker room already. But
so this is the first game of a weekend-long series of the soccer championships here. This is the first one, and after this, tonight will be the 1A, 2A, 3A boys. They combine 1A through 3A. The boys will play at 6 o'clock, and that game will be Philadelphia and Sacred Heart. Philadelphia, kind of a newcomer to these games, and Sacred Heart is certainly they've had some success as of late as well. They will play tonight at 6. That should be another great game.
Oh, it should be. Again, they're both fairly new. Sacred Heart, a new school. But they've made their mark in the state as far as soccer is concerned, and Philadelphia has not been known for their soccer, but now making it to the state finals, they've made a name for themselves. So it should be interesting.
And also the games that'll be played tomorrow, Saturday, February the 3rd, start bright and early, Coach, 9:30 in the morning. That'll be the 4A girls. That'll be Florence versus Bay High School. And right after that at 11:30 will be the 4A boys. That'll be Corinth High School, Bay High School again. Both Bay High School, their boys and girls, make it to the state championship game. And then for 5A at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon, the 5A girls, that'll be Richland and West Jones. And the boys for 5A, Starkville High School versus Pascagoula at 3:30. And to top it off will be 6A. Tupelo will play Brandon in 6A girls, 5 o'clock kickoff there. And the final game will be the 6A boys, Clinton versus Gulfport, 7:30 kickoff there. So a lot of games, 6 games tomorrow. Which one are you looking forward to the most?
I tell you what, there's going to be some good matchups. Bay High, this is the first time they've made it to the finals, and they brought both of their teams up here. Florence has an experienced coach there, Gray Massey. He won the boys 4A title last year, now back up here with his girls. Corinth has been, of late, they have been very strong in 4A. And then the 5A girls, that's been those two teams right there, Ridgeland and West Jones. Those two have won, I think, the past 5 or 6, maybe more championships. It's been those two teams have dominated 5A girls the past few years. Starkville and Pascagoula, the 5A boys, 2 new schools to 5A. They normally have been categorized as 6A schools, but they moved down in this rotation of the reclassification. Tupelo Brandon girls, Tupelo and Brandon always good squads, always hard to beat. And same goes for the 6A boys with Clinton and Gulfport.
Absolutely, and you can watch all these games like you're doing so right now on MHSAA.tv. That's MISSHSAA.tv. This is the first year this year where MHSAA has signed on with Play on Sports company in Atlanta, Georgia, to kind of put the games online and on TV, and they do an outstanding job. But we're at halftime here in the 1A, 2A, 3A girls. In the first game of the Soccer State Championships, and Our Lady Academy out in front 2-0 at halftime over Clarkdale High School. And the Crescent scored a very quick goal right out of the gates and then scored right before the end of the first half. So what a great first half it was between Our Lady Academy and Clarkdale. And after this game will be Philadelphia and Sacred Heart. They will kick off at 6 o'clock. And if you looked at the paper today in the Clarion Ledger, there's a very nice article written about Philadelphia High School, just talking about how they are kind of a football school in the past, and now they're trying to make a name for themselves in soccer. So if you didn't get a chance to read it, you can either pick up the Clarion Ledger or just go online and check it out in the sports section. So plenty of action this weekend with these two games tonight, and then tomorrow on Saturday there will be 6 games to try to decide the champions in 4A, 5A, and 6A boys and girls. So we'll take a quick break. Once again, Our Lady Academy out in front of Clarkdale High School, 2-0. We'll be back shortly as you're watching the MHSAA Network.
Second half right now. Of course, the teams have switched sides of the field. There wasn't much hesitation to start that second half. They got it cranked right away.
So start of the second half here at Clinton High School.
Good ball played out to the wing, played up front to the forwards. Kicked wide. Looks like it'll go for a corner for OLA. Or maybe not. Yes, it is.
Okay.
OLA's attacking hard here at the beginning of the second half. Crossover, good stop out, a good catch by the keeper. You know that ball is slippery. She's wearing a cap now, I guess, to keep the rain off her glasses. pressure by Clarkdale right here. And an offside call. Center ref hasn't seen it yet.
So start of the second half here, Our Lady Academy out in front of Clarkdale High School, 2-0. Right out of the gates, Coach, we saw Clarkdale goalkeeper, another nice job, but right here on the other end, you said it, switching sides of the field, Clarkdale High School trying to cut this lead in half.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they could do that early on here.
So here come the Bulldogs, cross to the middle of the field, kicked away by the Crescents. Bulldogs trying to get on the attack here. There's a floater, middle of the field, charging and scooping it up. Nice job by the goalkeeper there.
That could have been dangerous.
Savannah Lacoste again with the save. She kicks it away. Now the Crescents trying to add on to their lead. There's a whistle, and it goes against Clarkdale. So Our Lady Academy.
No, now he's switching it. Now he's calling it against OLA.
And the Bulldogs quickly on the attack, trying to cut this lead in half. Our Lady Academy trying to win back-to-back state titles. They played in this game 4 years in a row. Nice clear out by the Crescents. So the Crescents had a very quick goal 4 minutes in the second half. And then they had a very late goal to end the first half.
Clarkdale's putting a lot of pressure on OLA. They just haven't gotten an opportunity. This could be a breakaway right here.
Yeah, here's Tiffany Jones has the goalkeeper to beat. Nice dive.
Kicks it out.
Play by McLeod.
Well done by the keeper.
Ball's on the far side of the field. Our Lady Academy trying to remain on the attack. This is Jones again on the far side of the field. Crosses it toward the middle. Nobody there, trying to get to it on the near side. Trying to save it in play. Can't quite do so.
Again, that wing on this outside on the far side was lagging a little bit back behind. She'd have been there, she could have maybe done something with the ball.
And this rain has not let up. It has been pouring all day around the Jackson area. Just underway here in the second half. Clarkdale High School, they're 12-1-2 overall. Outscored their opponents 58-16 this year. Led by head coach Lee Castleberry. Majority of their team very young. They have 13 underclassmen. There's another whistle on a foul. And Our Lady Academy get to have a nice opportunity again here. Stefano.
Ball put on
For
frame.
the Crescents. Near side, nice job again by Molly McLeod. She pokes it out of bounds, but it'll be a corner kick coming up here for the Crescents. So again, coach doesn't quite catch it. That might just be because the ball's soaking wet and her gloves are wet. Just
very
hard
slick,
to hold
very
on
slick.
to. Another corner kick header
is goal,
good.
header.
Corner of the goal.
Number 19.
That's Blake Stefano again.
Blake yeah.
She's got 24 goals this season.
And again, that was similar to the earlier goal where the ball went over the keeper. Keeper's a little bit too far ball side. Maybe should back up a little bit. The defenders allowing too many people to run free right there in the 6-yard box, and it's come back to bite Clarkdale twice.
So the Bulldogs desperately need something done on offense here.
They've had some good pushes on offense. They just haven't had any opportunities to really clearly put a ball away. They've had some good play down there in OLA's defensive third of the field, but nothing very dangerous.
Crescents again try to lead it to Tiffany Jones. It's poked away by the Bulldogs. They're trying to make their move. Crescents again cross midfield, trying to get it to Jones. Nice play by Clarkdale. was poked out of bounds. That was Gower that got her foot on it. Crescents will throw it in play near side. That is Jones, the leading scorer on this Crescents team. It's taken down from behind. The ball rolls out of bounds. Crescents will still throw it in play. Try to get something going on offense here. There's a
Nice
shot on the
shot
goal.
right
McLeod
there.
pokes it away, slaps it away. Doesn't go out of bounds. Left corner, Jones. Trying to cross it back in play, and it goes out of bounds. Still Crescents will throw it in. So whistle, and it looks like it goes against Our Lady Academy. All the way to the other end of the field.
Poked away
Bulldogs
by a
on the
defender
attack.
there.
So Our Lady Academy 18-3-3 this season. Head coach Andy Thornton. The majority of their team is underclassmen as well. 5 sophomores, 10 freshmen, 2 8th graders, and 1 7th grader.
Got another foul called on Clarkdale there.
So in the second half, it's been all Our Lady Academy. Already scored 1 goal quickly coming out the gates in the second half, and they're on the attack here. Lobbing it towards the middle of the field, goes over the goalkeeper's head and rolls out of bounds.
Yeah, OLA's got their adrenaline running now. They're up 3 goals, and they're playing well.
When you're up by 3 goals, can you kind of loosen up and play more freely a little bit?
I always told my players that I hated a 2-goal lead because they got, sometimes got comfortable with 2 goals, but 1 letdown, and all of a sudden it's a 1-goal game. Another corner kick here for OLA. 3 goals, you can start subbing here and giving some people breaks and resting them up a little bit. But what I see is a lot of energy coming out of OLA and a lack of energy with Clarkdale, and that's understandable. They're down 3. They really haven't had a good scoring opportunity. Punched out there by the Clarkdale keeper.
Yeah, slapped out by Molly McLeod. Goes out of bounds on the far side of the field. That was a good kick, though, in the corner by Lindsay Lee. She'll throw it in again right here for the Crescents. She's just a sophomore. She has 17 goals and 24 assists. That leads the team this season. Goes out of bounds there. The Bulldogs will throw it in. Trying to cross midfield, trying to get something going on offense here.
A little bit less than 30 minutes to go. Clarkdale could really use a score right here.
Rolls out of bounds, far side of the field. Crescents will throw it in. So this season against playoff teams, the Crescents went 8-3-3. They played 13 playoff teams in the regular season. That's a lot.
That's pretty stout, yeah.
Crescents again on the attack right here. Their only losses this season were to Gulfport, who's playing for the 5A championship tomorrow, Biloxi, and Richland. All the games you can see right here on the MHSAA network. 6 games tomorrow, so plenty of action. Out of bounds near side. Our Lady Academy will throw it in play. There's one more game tonight after this one. It'll be the guys, Philadelphia and Sacred Heart. They will kick off at 6 o'clock. Trying to get it to Jones. It's kicked very high in the air by the Bulldogs, trying to clear it out.
They're not giving up now. I hand it to them right there, down 3. Could very easily throw the towel in against a team like OLA, but they're not giving up at all. They're still battling.
Absolutely. And especially with the way the weather is, it's cold. They have a lot of reasons to give up, and they're certainly not. Out of bounds again near side. So another great opportunity here for the Crescents. And again, the ball rolls all the way almost to the concession stands. The track around this field is huge here at Clinton High School.
It is. It's one of those tracks that has tight turns and long straightaways, so it gives an impression that it's used, but it's still 400 meters. Some tracks have shorter straightaways and wider turns.
Our Lady Academy again on the attack. That's Lee. Guarded by 3 players, crosses it middle of the field, and it's cleared out by the Bulldogs. They're on the attack, trying to get something going. That's Dupree in the middle of the field. Crosses midfield. Floats near side to her teammate. That's Harwell. And the ball's kicked out of bounds. Looks like off the shin guards of Dupree, rather Harwell, of Clarkdale High, and Our Lady Academy will kick it away here. So it looked like they were going to get something going there.
It did. That was a good attack right there. Looked like they had some numbers pushing up. They're subbing out right now, giving a break to some of their players. Goal kick for the Crescents.
That's Maddie Scardino. She's a senior. She's got 2 goals this season. She kicks it away on the near side, and it skips out of bounds. Talked about earlier, just when you play on turf, just in general, the ball skips, but when it's rained, it's basically like skipping rocks on water.
Right, exactly, and it just skims along, and it's very dangerous, and it's hard to handle for the keepers.
Crescents again
calling them back.
Called offsides. Referees will place it right around the 31-yard line, as you see right there on the monitor. And Dupree will kick it away. Just kicks it to the middle of the field. Bulldogs trying to get something going, trying to cut into this 3-0 lead that the Crescents have built. Our Lady Academy out of Bay St. Louis, Clarkdale High School, that's in Meridian. Neither school too far away from the Jackson area.
They got about a 3-hour drive for OLA. I guess about an hour and a half, hour, 45 minutes for Clarkdale. Not exactly sure where in Meridian they are.
It's kind of very rare that you see a team in Meridian represents the North.
Right.
That's what Clarkdale
is
obviously doing here tonight.
A lot of it has to do with the number of schools that actually have soccer in the classification. That's how they divide them up. They try to divide them up as evenly as possible.
Right.
Like Florence is in the north. There's actually South I-20.
Do you think we'll ever get to the point where there'll be 1A, just totally 1A, totally 2A, and 3A?
That's
all
hard
separate?
to say. That'd be a ways off. I'm not sure how many schools have it. They're pretty evenly divided with the 3 of them grouped together. A lot of the small schools just don't have the personnel to field a soccer team, and a lot of you small communities don't have the recreational leagues to develop a program. It's where you get a lot of your players, your high school players, come from the recreational select leagues.
Yeah, how big is that to get your players and to have a rec league like that?
Oh, that's huge. That's huge. I mean, you're getting players that have been playing since they're 4 or 5 years old on some of these towns. Bay St. Louis, for example, Meridian also. They start playing at 4 years old, and whereas if you have the smaller towns that don't have the programs, you get them out to practice as high school students, and you got to start teaching them how to handle a ball, how to dribble, trap, pass, and shoot, and all that. Whereas some of these other schools that have the recreational and select programs, these kids are playing, and they know what they're doing by the time they get up to the high school coaches, so that they can concentrate more on tactics rather than technique.
Right. Makes it a little bit easier for the coaches, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here come the Bulldogs. Can they convert? They look ahead, and it's rolled right into the arms of the goalkeeper. Once again, who's had an outstanding game, Savannah Lacoste.
And then you've got, when the kids get older with the select programs, the club programs, a lot of them are playing year-round almost. You know, they may take a month off, but they get more touches on the ball. They're getting a different look from different coaches and so forth, and they're learning a lot more about the game. And you can tell the level of play between the players that don't participate in the rec leagues and the club leagues against those who do.
Bulldogs trying to get something going on offense, down by 3 goals. Crescents
offsides again.
It's about the 7th or 8th time we've seen offsides called against Our Lady Academy. They're no strangers to this game. 4th year in a row they played for the state championship. They won this thing last year. Ball goes out of bounds near side.
I think OLA's been up here so many times they could probably file for a homestead exemption.
That's how you like it, isn't it? Especially when you're the coach.
Exactly.
Ball's kicked out of bounds on a line drive kick. Near side, that's Gower. Paige Gower, she is a senior. She does have 1 goal and 1 assist this season. Playing tough defense for Clarkdale High. Crescents got on board first, 4 minutes into this game, and then they scored a very late goal to end the first half, and then scored early in the second half. Really, in the span of a couple of minutes, Crescents have been called offsides twice. Ball's kicked around midfield. Our Lady Academy again on the attack. Bulldogs are there to clear it out. A knockdown on the near side. Castleberry is slow to get up. She was the player earlier in the first half, took a nasty spill as well. Slow to get up there. Hopefully she's okay. There's a right wrist early in the first half. Looks like she's okay. Tells the referee, get away.
Be surprised how tough some of these kids are. They don't want to come off the pitch. They want to stay on there.
Absolutely.
They've worked hard, and they've gotten, you know, to this stage here, and they want to play.
Far side, ball rolls out of bounds as Molly McLeod just watches it roll. She'll kick it away here for the Bulldogs. Rain is still not letting up.
Looks like they may be calling a corner kick here for OLA.
So the Crescents have had quite a few corner kicks this afternoon. They get another one here, as this will be Lindsay Lee. She does have 17 goals this season. Ball's kicked around. Our Lady Academy trying to clear it. It's a nice opportunity here for the Crescents and saved by Molly McLeod. You mentioned it earlier, she's wearing the hat now. Try to protect her when she's wearing her glasses as well. Here's Jones on the near side. She's bumped down to the ground as the ball goes out of bounds. She's slow to get up. She looks like she's all right. On the attack, this is Lee. Shoots it in the goal, misses it on the far side, the left of the post. It was out of bounds, and Clarkdale survives, and they'll kick it away. So 18:25 to go, second half. And if you're Clarkdale here, if you're head coach Lee Castleberry, I mean, what do you try to tell your team here? Time starting to become a factor, down by 3 goals.
It definitely is, and you may want to try and change your tactics a little bit. Maybe take one of your defenders off your back line and move them up and put more people in the attack. Because I mean, you're down 3-0. You need to put a ball in the net, make something happen here. They have been pushing up defensively.
It's their ball around midfield. Let's see if they can get something going here. There's another whistle. Let's see what Clarkdale High School can pull out here. Down by 3 goals. Trying to get something cooking. Ball goes right back all the way almost to midfield. Crescent's trying to go on the move again, and they lead it. And there's another
offsides.
whistle, and offsides called. That's Hoda trying to get to that ball, but the whistle was blown. She kind of turns around saying, I don't know what else I can do there.
Yeah, it's like I said earlier, you get that head on a swivel and watch out where those defenders are and position yourself in an onside position so you're not caught like that.
There's a shot,
nice shot
save.
there, nice save. Put a little velocity on that one, put it on frame, which is good.
That's Savannah LaCoff. She hasn't been quite as busy in the second half as she has been in the first half. Another slow roller to Molly McLeod. She scoops it up and will kick it away. Far side of the field. Bulldogs need a couple goals here in a hurry. Crescent's trying to win another state championship. They outscored their opponents 107-20 this season. If you just look at some of the scores they put up, kind of like football scores, as Tiffany Jones again races after it, but another whistle.
I think if she's got the speed to outrun the defender, all she needs to do is park herself on their side of the 50-yard line, the midfield stripe, and then just take off on one of those through balls, because you're not offsides on your end of the field.
Near side, trying to keep it in play. Ball rolls out of bounds. That was Ivy for the Bulldogs. Lob to the goalkeeper, and McLeod is able to cradle it for the Bulldogs. She'll kick it away. This is the first game of many for the state championship. The 1A, 2A, 3A guys will play immediately after this at 6 o'clock. That'll be Philadelphia as another roller to the goalkeeper. McLeod goes down on one knee and picks it up. But Philadelphia and Sacred Heart play tonight at 6 o'clock. Contact around the 35. Nothing called, and the ball rolls to the far side of the field in the right corner.
McLeod's just a sophomore. She's gaining a lot of valuable experience right here, playing on this stage and playing against a quality team like OLA. So it'll benefit her in the long run.
Another whistle. Looks like Clarkdale High School will kick it away here. But tomorrow there will be 6 games, pretty much all day from 9:30 to 7:30, a full day of the soccer state championships. The first game will be the 4A girls, 9:30 kickoff between Florence and Bay High School. Bay High School will play for the championship in both girls and boys.
It's a dangerous run here. Good stop by the keeper.
That's McLeod again, playing tough defense for the Bulldogs. Here come the Crescents across the middle of the field. Nice stop by the Bulldogs. That was Gower.
Another corner for the Crescents here.
And again, a corner kick coming up on the far side of the field. So 13:40 remaining. I said earlier, time starting to become a factor for Clarkdale High School. Again with the corner kick for the Crescents. This will be Lindsay Lee. Kicks it, header toward the goal. Kicked around and cleared out by Clarkdale. Trying to get it back in the middle of the field, trying to get something going here for the Crescents, but it rolls out of bounds. So coming up, under 13 minutes to play here, when do you think Clarkdale should make a switch, if they even need to make a switch on offense?
I'd be making it now. I mean, I probably would have made it earlier, about the 20-minute mark. 'cause you've got to get something going. You got to get a goal up there on that board, at least to get yourself within reach at this point in time, because their OLA is pounding away at their defense. And here comes another shot right here, and that's a goal.
Nice shot on the far side of the field. Nice cross to your teammate there. That was Hoda with the goal. That was number 4 again with the goal there for the Crescents. Just across the middle of the field, she put it up in the far right corner of the goal.
Nice shot. It was definitely a nice shot, and a nice ball into her to put it away. And looks like that may have put it out of reach for Clarkdale, but
yeah, things certainly looking good for the Crescents, trying to win back-to-back state titles. And it's an uphill battle here for Clarkdale with 12:24 remaining in the contest. They quickly look ahead. Crescent's trying to clear it out. Kick it out of bounds near side. Clarkdale will throw it in here.
Looks like the wind's picking up. That could be a factor in the boys' game that follows. See a couple of these tents are blowing around right in front of us. Umbrellas are switching positions.
It's Castleberry throws it in. Ball still around near side. Here comes Our Lady Academy. Trying to get it to Jones again. On the near side, and another whistle called.
Another offsides.
Crescents just can't catch a break on that.
No,
today.
they can't. That one was close. A few of them that were 5 yards offsides. It was a no-brainer, but that one was pretty close. I thought she had taken off after the ball had been played, but I'm not holding the flag, so far be it from me to criticize the referee's call.
So Clarkdale kicks it away, trying to get on the board here. Kick it all the way deep into Crescent's territory.
Could be a chance here.
Trying to cross it, middle of the field, trying to get it close to the goal.
We've got an offside call on Clarkdale now.
So each team goes offsides and back-to-back possessions there. Our Lady Academy will kick it away here. Under 11 minutes to play. Our Lady Academy 2 goals in the first half, 2 goals here in the second half. Out of bounds near side, and Our Lady Academy will throw it in.
And again, with just 4 seniors on the roster, OLA's got, their future still looks strong.
Yeah, 4 seniors, and then the rest of their squad, they got 4 juniors, 5 sophomores, and then 10 freshmen. And one of those freshmen has 25 goals this season. Cleared out, trying to get it to Jones again. Shows all the way in the left corner. And it will skip out of bounds.
Go out for a goal kick for Clarkdale.
A long run there for Tiffany Jones. Slow walk back towards the middle of the field. And a line drive kick stopped by Hoda on the far side of the field. Clarkdale trying to clear it out. Hoda hanging in there tough. Just get taken down from behind. Goes out of bounds. There should be a corner kick coming up here for Our Lady Academy.
Actually calling it a goal kick for Clarkdale. I felt like that may have been a foul right there. But the referee was right on top of it. Guess he felt like it was not.
So it is indeed a goal kick for the Bulldogs. Rain still coming down here at Clinton High School. Bulldogs trying to get on the board here. They're playing tough defense right now, though. And Molly McLeod ranges to her left and picks it up. Line drive kick on the far side of the field. Goes out of bounds. You can just look around the track here and you just see puddles of water just absolutely everywhere.
And it's just going to get worse as the night goes on, I believe. Probably during the day tomorrow. The only thing that's going to stop anything would be lightning. They have mentioned that in the forecast. But if it's weather like this, rain, cold, wind, that's perfect soccer weather.
Our Lady Academy throws it in play on the far side of the field, leading by 4 goals, trying to win back-to-back state titles. Now Clarkdale will throw it in play.
Got to get something going here for the Lady Bulldogs. They are battling, though. I've got to hand that to them. They have not given up, even though they're down 4.
Here's a chance for the Crescents. And Molly McLeod again scoops it up, bobbles it, but she gets it back. Not wearing that hat anymore. Looks like she took off that hat. I'm sure it was absolutely soaked.
I'm sure, yeah.
Crescents again on the attack. Clarkdale trying to cross midfield. Get it towards the middle of the field, taken away by the Crescents. Under 8 minutes to play. There's
Looks like we got a
whistle.
card coming out, maybe. Yes, we do. There's a yellow card right there.
So that's the second yellow card that we've seen. And Our Lady Academy has another chance here to add on to their lead. There's a line drive kick. It skips right to the goalie, McLeod, and she picks it up on 2 bounces. So there, you talked about it earlier. You saw it there. Just skips along that turf, on that wet turf.
Exactly. You know, she's got to get down and keep her body in front of that ball, because with the ball being wet and her gloves being wet, bobbled it right there. That's a goal.
Kicking it right into the goal. You see McLeod kind of upset with herself there. She slaps the ground. Tried to charge it. Couldn't quite get there. And Tiffany Jones was able to get it to her teammate again. That's Hoda with another goal.
Is that 3 for her? Can't remember right off the top of my head. That may be the hat trick right there.
But a phenomenal game by Ashley Hoda, the senior, trying to go off on a high note. It's 5-0. Our Lady Academy on top of Clarkdale High School.
And again, like I was just talking about, with the ball being wet and her gloves being wet, it's very, very easy for that ball to skip out and do exactly what happened right there. And Hoda just happened to be in the right place at the right time and took advantage of it, put it away.
She's had a good season. She came in today's game with 14 goals. She's got a couple here tonight. It was out of bounds in the left corner. So under 6 minutes to play. Still no change by Clarkdale, down by 5. And Our Lady Academy trying to win another state title. Ball's near side, keeping it in play are the Crescents, trying to lead it on the near side of the field, trying to get something going here. That's Stefano. Trying to cross it. Still battling it. A sliding kick out of bounds by Hutcherson. The 5:15 second half. It's a nice, comfortable 5-0 lead. Our Lady Academy over Clarkdale High School. Crescents will casually throw it in play. And across middle of the field, header goes backwards all the way to the far side of the field.
Well, they're keeping it live there.
That's Jones, middle of the field.
Got to hand it to both these squads. It's been a long season. They've gone through a lot of tough opponents, and just to get here is an honor. And you know, I congratulate both teams and coaches.
Ball again. Who's going to get to it? Jones lets up, and McLeod will kick it to one of her teammates. Looked like another whistle was blown there, but you're right. You got to win 3 games in the playoffs to make it here.
Exactly.
We talked about each of these schools has played a great deal of playoff teams this year in the regular season. For Clarkdale, they played 4 teams in the regular season that went to the playoffs. Our Lady Academy played 13 teams during the regular season that went to the playoffs. Looks like we got another yellow card there, the 3rd one tonight. That one goes against Bounds.
Bounds, senior midfielder. Frustration possibly, but they've still played tough the whole game.
So the ball is right at midfield, right on top of that Arrowhead logo. And Lindsay Lee will kick it away, trying to lob it to her teammates, and Molly McLeod again bobbles it and picks it up. So numerous times tonight, Our Lady Academy has been called with offsides, but they're the ones leading 5-0.
Right. They, like I said earlier, they took advantage of their opportunities. Clarkdale has had the ball down in OLA's territory numerous times, just have not gotten a chance. Here we go right here is a possible chance.
Clarkdale trying to get on the board, a collision with the goalkeeper, but nice play. Savannah Lacoste again is able to scoop it up and kick it away. She's been kind of held quiet here in the second half. She hasn't had a lot of shots on goal to work with, but she's been phenomenal tonight as well with another big play there.
Yeah, that was tough right there, and that was key, coming out hard and getting a hold of the ball, because a Clarkdale player had an opportunity.
This is Jones, the leading scorer.
Again, another
McLeod
save.
bobbles it. Jones gets it back with an open net, tries to kick it to the goal, ricocheted off a player, and the Bulldogs just cleared out. They catch a break there.
They did.
That was a nice opportunity for a goal by Jones.
Clarkdale keeper came out.
Ball goes out of bounds
McLeod.
near side. And
Cloud's made some key stops. I mean, there's 5 goals that have gone in, but it could be a lot worse had it not been for the level of her play.
There's a little bit of pushing and shoving there between Scardino of Our Lady Academy and Gower. Nothing was called. Fans want something to be called there. No whistle. Bulldogs throwing in.
We've got our fair share of referees in the bleachers. They're at every game.
I can tell you're speaking from experience. But I would certainly say it's worked out for you. Talked about earlier all the state titles that you've won as a head coach and an assistant coach.
Well, I couldn't have done it without the athletes that I had. I've been blessed with good kids, good athletes, great parents, and a lot of support from the schools that I've worked at, and it was a pleasure.
Chance of OLA in the crowd here, and the OLA faithful, they made the trip from Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, or their school leading 5-0 over Clarkdale High School. That's the second half coming down to a close here. Clarkdale trying to get a last-minute goal here on the attack. Bulldogs trying to get something going, and there's the final whistle.
Game. That's ball game.
For back-to-back years, Our Lady Academy has won the state championship. So back-to-back titles for them. They've made this game 4 years in a row, and a dog pile right on midfield. Congratulations to Our Lady Academy of the Crescents, our state champions once again.
Yeah, congratulations to OLA and the coaching staff and their fans that made the trip up here. Always a tough opponent. Always had a good squad. Been blessed with many good coaches. Danny Owen and Christy Elias come to mind. But again, I hate to sound redundant, but 4 seniors, a good chance they'll be back up here again next year.
So nice sportsmanship. All the teams shaking hands around midfield. But once again, Our Lady Academy, our state champions. Once again, the award ceremonies are about to come up here after the game. Once again, with a score of 5-0, Our Lady Academy is victorious over Clarkdale High School. And don't forget, after this game, the boys will play Philadelphia, will play Sacred Heart right after this game. That is a scheduled 6 o'clock tip-off there. But once again, congratulations to Our Lady Academy and head coach Andy Thornton.
A lot of emotion for both teams, especially the seniors. Quite possibly their last game. Definitely their last game as a high school student, but possibly their last game ever. Congratulations to a game well played to Clarkdale, as well as OLA.
Clarkdale Lady Bulldogs, congratulations on a great season.
Get the other team. Visiting or the He's on me. He's on me.
Clarkdale team, please face the home side. Ask the Clarkdale team to please face the home
What do you
bleachers.
want 2 to do? You're fine. You're fine. Okay, you're up. You're up. Here comes the other team. The boys.
Congratulations to the Crescents. Class 3 and 2 MHSAA state champions. The Thornton State Championship. Record Clarkdale classification for state championship.
So there you have it. Our Lady Academy is back-to-back state champions as they beat Clarkdale High School 5-0. But don't go anywhere. We got another great contest right after this. Philadelphia and Sacred Heart will play for the 1A, 2A, 3A championship at 6 o'clock. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back very soon. You're watching the MHSAA Network.